dun, 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 dun. Who sung All the Way Live? Anybody out there know who sung All the Way Live? It's All the Way Live. Because we are live. We are live. And I hope you guys is coming in and joining us today. It's about to get on and popping. Happy
It's all the way
Thanksgiving.
live. Got
Y'all know,
that.
y'all know,
Got
I know,
that.
right?
Tell her, happy Thanksgiving, that boy.
Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys, man. I hope everybody's in here ready for this show. I know y'all done got y'all grub on. You know what I'm saying? I know you got family and everything, and y'all probably chilling now. So chill and work with us and join us in this show today. If you guys just now coming in, give us a thumbs up. Let us know that you're here. You know what I'm saying? So we can give y'all a shout out. We like to give our people a shout out when they come on. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys are on here and you guys want to join us in this conversation that we got today, y'all see what the heading is. Like, it is okay not to be.
Okay.
And
you know what it is though?
It's
I think
okay.
that's real life. Like I think I'm so excited about this one.
Mm-hmm.
I deal with that all the time. It is something that, for real, all jokes aside, is something that us as people have to realize. Like, it's okay not to be okay, yo.
Exactly.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Exactly.
I'm trying to pull this up so I can get some people in here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So if you guys are tapping in, just getting in, I need y'all to go ahead and share a like. You know what I mean?
Like. You hear me?
Share a like. You know what I mean?
And, on folks now.
we gonna get it started, man. We gonna get it started. But I'm gonna give y'all just a minute. I'm gonna give y'all just one.
Hey man, and do the original intro today.
What did I do? What are you talking about?
I said do the original intro today.
Which one's original? I thought we did. All of them original. What are you talking about? They're all ours.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, which one? Which one are you talking about?
The one
I only got one loaded. I think I only got one loaded. If you guys are coming in on that, come on in on the chat and share and let everybody else come in and check out the show as well. You know what I mean? I think I only got one loaded.
Look at you.
I know, that's me. Oh shit. All right, man. If you guys are just coming in, give us a thumbs up so y'all can join in on the conversation today. It's gonna be a nice, cool show. We're talking about mental health. You know what I'm saying? Breaking down the stigma of mental health as well. You know what I mean? We're gonna break it down to y'all. Y'all get y'all Thanksgiving turkey and relaxing and all that type of stuff, whatever. It's no worries for you today, but tomorrow you might. So or Monday when y'all go back to work. You know what I mean? So give us a thumbs up, let us know that y'all in the house, and we'll just give y'all a shout out and we'll get this show started, man. You ready to get it started, dog?
Let's get into this thing.
Let's get it. We about to go ahead and get it started in 5, 4, 3, 2. Message. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's Reasons, baby, and Fired Up Thursday. It's your boy Fuel in the house.
Fabo in the building. You already know what type of time we on. We are
That's
here.
Right, that's right. We here,
we
baby.
are here.
I see you, Tracy. Tracy's just joined us. I see you watching. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and make sure that you comment and like and share. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a very, very, very interesting show. But first of all, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You know, we are blessed and thankful for you guys that come in. That's our day ones that come and check the show out. We love y'all. We love y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely thankful for you guys. Thankful for my family. Y'all know the Fuel family is in our house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. What's up, man? Everything good with you?
All is well. I'm sending this last text out. Look, boom. Let me cut my thing off.
Say all is well.
All is well, man. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody and their families. I would like. What are you thankful for, man? So let's talk about that.
Well. First of all, you know what I'm saying. I had to do a little something, you know. Cheers, you guys.
Cheers, man.
I know y'all watching the football. We got drink on, so I know we don't do this. So y'all know this has got to be special, right?
Cheers.
So cheers to you guys out there.
I'm double cupped.
Cup. I ain't even gonna ask what's in the other one. Damn. All right.
Just
all right,
some beer, man. I got the beer.
Before we get into you know, and a lot of people watching football and stuff like that, like right now, man. I just want to ask about your boy, what they're doing to my man here.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? What are they doing to
I'm so sick of this.
Shedeur Sanders, man.
I'm so sick of this. Fuel.
Some been saying, of course, that you know he's arrogant and you know it's mostly like them trying to break him down. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to humble. I don't need to say. I want to say humble.
They trying to
humble him or whatever.
What you call buck break, right?
Yeah.
They're trying to make him an example for because he's not like everyone else, right? He has nepotism, and so his father was in the league, and he came into the league, and he's not bowing down into their power structure, right?
Right.
He grew up with money, right? He was raised with money, so they can't dangle a check over him and tell him to be the way that they want him to be. You get what I'm saying? And so I think that also his level of confidence.
Yeah.
I think that they just don't want to see him shine because I think Shedeur and everything that's going on is just showing them that 2026 and further. Right, and I'm telling everybody this: 2026 and further, the world is changing, man.
Yeah,
and the landscape of things is different, and it's no more yes sir, thank you, Paul, Papa, big, all that. That's over with, right? Yes sir, Master Boss. These young men, they have wealth before they get to the league, right there, and so you can't control them. Period. And I think that's what they're trying to do. I think they're trying to make an example out of him to control him and to make him play their game. But the thing is y'all have a terrible franchise, so you need to just let the man play.
Exactly. That's one point right there, that they have a terrible team as it is, and you get somebody that it can at least lift up, bring in the crowd. You know what I'm saying, to kind of lift that team up some more, or whatever the case may be. Man, why not? You know what I'm saying? But you just don't want to get a credit or give the acknowledgement to this man or whatever, that basically, yes, he's grown up in a privileged, you know, aspect when it comes to, you know, the league, you know, because of his father, of course, you know what I'm saying? But he still has the talent. It's not like he don't have the talent. He done proved he done proved in college he's got the talent. You know, now
he proved in the NFL he got the talent.
So in the NFL or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If you're able, if you have to get the chance, first of all, you have to get the chance. You know, and the point is y'all done went through every daggone quarterback y'all got, and now he's like the last one to really get the chance. You know, but things happen for a reason. You know what I'm saying, Shedeur? You know that for sure. You know what I'm saying? Stay humble and stay who you are or whatever, because things happen for a reason. And the funny part about that is the things that these people are doing and talking against you about, especially, you know, some of the sports and, you know, analysts and all this stuff or whatever that are talking negative about you or whatever the case may be. And you get out there and prove that point. Watch and see how quick they turn their stories around. You know what I mean? So because what God has meant for you is going to happen for you, my brother. So, shout out to you, Shador, man. I got your back. I don't care,
And
if
my
you play for
advice,
Cleveland or you play for, it's just the whole principle of you being a good ball player and being able to prove it, So Sunday, I think they play Sunday, San Francisco Sunday. So
we're gonna see
I
how he
hope you
look.
get
He
up.
got a
I hope you
dub
get out
under
there
his
and kill
belt.
it. I hope you get out there and kill it. You know what I'm saying? This last game they, gave the game ball to the defense and all this extra stuff. And then he's like,
and they ain't won, and
it didn't
they ain't
say,
won in years.
and they
They ain't
did.
won since
And
October.
at least you could at least knowledge. You didn't have the at least knowledge, not just say the rookie Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Sanders.
He might be seeing that, but you know
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
Shador.
that shows. I don't care what you say, dog. That's just prejudice or whatever. That just shows
Of
how
course,
people are.
of
You know what I'm
course.
saying?
He a young black man. My advice is, and this is from the most humble person you ever met, you gonna ever meet. Fuck humility on this one. Excuse my language.
Mm-hmm.
Keep popping your shit, bro. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Keep doing what you're doing. Show these crackers that you here and you here to stay. They gonna keep doing what they doing. But as you show up, like you're gonna show up this weekend against San Francisco because they thought the Raiders was a fluke, you're gonna show up this week. After you do that, continue to pop your shit because they gonna dislike you or not. They're gonna dislike you regardless.
They're gonna exactly.
I what I mean by being humble in the aspect where I mean by being humble is be respectful to others and all of that. Other than that, nope. I don't want to hear I want to hear nothing but popping your shit. I want to just hear you talking crazy. I want to hear you saying that you're the man for the job. I want to hear that they should have put you on there months ago and the record to be better. I'm for real. I want to hear it because they need to know it. And I'm feeling like you Willie beaming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like you in your Willie beaming right now. So
and to you guys that's basically watching, I know y'all kind of like who we talking about, wondering who we talking about. Shador Sanders, the rookie quarterback who is the son of Pro Football Hall of Famer Deion Sanders. And he made his first NFL start this past Sunday against the Las Vegas Raiders. And I mean, and he did good. They won 24-10. You know what I'm saying? Their record is like what, 2 and whatever or 3 and whatever now. I think it's what it is. And the head coach or whatever, saying just made the decision, I guess, to keep him as the starter for this week coming up or whatever. So, that's what we're talking about. But we're talking about also the prejudice and the opportunities and the that he's not getting. You know what I'm saying? So,
And, shout out to the head coach, my daughter. Hey man,
I was gonna
say shout out and then F him.
Yeah.
Well,
go ahead and say shout out. I'll say F him. Fuck him.
Yeah. He's a
goofy. You can say shout out. I'll say
shout out
to
him. He's a goofy.
He's a goofy.
The reason why you only get a shout out because you get a donkey of the day if I was Charlemagne or something.
Right.
I think that you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I think that if you something I learned from my manager, right? If you make him look good, you look good, goofy.
That part. But that's the
so
whole
you
thing.
rather look bad and make him look bad than allow him to look good so you can look good. That's how I know you a goofy. So shout out to you.
Because it's the whole thing, and it's kind of they just don't want it to be. They don't want it to be because of him. They want to feel like, oh, the coach wants the recognition as well. You know what I'm saying, that type of thing. So he's, He's
but you were a bum.
He's a bum.
This the thing.
He's a
this
bum.
The thing.
Hey, Maisha, what's up? What's up?
You were a terrible coach last year. Wasn't he the coach last year?
I think so. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so when Shador wasn't there, you were a bum.
Exactly. Happy Thanksgiving, Maisha. Appreciate you joining us. You talk about how about them Cowboys? Yeah, them Cowboys. They had a lot of referees on their team today. I don't understand how many 50 million calls they had on my Chiefs, man. But that's okay. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Even if we don't make it, we still we're gonna strive anyway. Either next season or whatever the case may be. We ain't done and over. We ain't gonna be going another 50 years without being in a championship. This will probably be the first playoff that we haven't represented in the last 7 years, something like that, 7 or 8 years along. You know what I'm saying? So man, we good. We good. Somebody else need a little something. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to us, baby. All right, man. Y'all know what time it is. It's that time, man, of history of blackness with your boy, Fat Boy. You know what I'm saying? Who we got, Fat Boy, this week? Yeah, do your fake. I can't do the music.
Hey, I would jump up in it. No, I was playing.
I know, right? All right, we need to make it happen, man. Who we got this week, big
This
dog?
week we got a special one for y'all, man. You know him, the myth, the man, the legend.
Yeah.
Irvin Magic Johnson. We got a special one. I wanted to pull this one out the crates for y'all because excuse me, let me calm it down. But I wanted to pull this one out the crates for y'all because we know him as the basketball player, but I think the businessman and what he stands for, entrepreneur, and you can do it if you take your money and grow. So today we're doing Irvin Magic Johnson. Today we honor Irvin Magic Johnson, a man whose brilliance transcended the basketball court and reshaped what black excellence looks like in sports, business, and community power. Born on August 14, 1959 in Lansing, Michigan, Magic grew from a determined kid with a dream into one of the greatest point guards the world has ever seen. With 5 NBA championships, 3 MVP awards, and a revolutionary style of play, he redefined the role of the point guard and became a global icon whose smile and court vision electrified the sport. Yet Magic's most enduring legacy came after basketball. Following his HIV diagnosis in 1991, he transformed adversity into purpose, becoming the most influential business leader of our time. Through Magic Johnson's enterprise, he invested hundreds of millions of dollars into black and brown communities that corporate America overlooked, building theaters, restaurants, housing developments, and job opportunities. Today, he holds ownership stakes in the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Los Angeles Sparks, LAFC, and the Washington Commanders, proving that business acumen rivals his on-court dominance. I have some fun facts for you. Magic Johnson earned his nickname at 15 years old after posting 36 points, 18 rebounds, and 16 assists in a single high school game. He was the tallest point guard in NBA history at the time, revolutionizing the position. He was the first major partner to bring Starbucks into black neighborhoods, despite corporate America insisting it wouldn't work. He turned a $14 million investment into more than $250 million, further establishing his brilliance. Further establishing his business brilliance. Something you guys all don't know. Magic Johnson has quietly paid college tuitions for numerous students in Los Angeles, Detroit, and in his hometown, Lansing. Many never knew he was the donor until after they graduated. Behind the championships and business ventures is a man. Behind the championships and business ventures is a man deeply committed to uplifting the next generation.
Yes.
Magic Johnson shows us that greatness is not confined to one arena. It grows every time we open doors, build opportunities, and reinvest in our own communities. His life reminds us that the legacy is not just about success, it's about service, vision, and the courage to transform the world around you. This is History in Blackness, reminding you that we are not the footnotes of history. We are the blueprint. Every door we walk through, every space we elevate, and every barrier we break continues a legacy centuries in the making. Keep building.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Your sound went out for a second.
It went out?
Yeah, for a second. That last part, I think, it went out for a second.
Oh, keep building, y'all. That's what it said. Keep building.
Yeah. Also, man, shouts out. Yeah, give Magic his flowers, man. Of course, why he's here right now. You know what I mean? I mean, for this man to have HIV for as long as he's had it and been able to be a spokesman, an advocate, to prevent safe sex and all that type of stuff, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It could have been one of the things that's meant for him to do and what for him to be, you know what I mean? Not only that, man, he also had like 16 championships, man, during his career, one in college,
overall.
5 NBA player, 5 NBA, as a player, and then 10 as an owner. You know what I'm
As an
saying? For
owner.
all those places that you named or
5 for
whatever.
the Lakers.
Yeah, you know what I'm
two
saying?
for 2 for the Sparks. He
Mhm.
has 2 for LAFC as well.
Oh yeah.
And then I forget
And
what
he
the other
also
one.
he's also gotten the presidential Medal of Freedom. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep. Barack Obama.
that's yeah. So you know what I'm saying. So that's a lot of accomplishment for a man that's still here. You know what I'm saying, with us and doing his thing, man. So shout out to Magic Johnson for that, man. That's what's up.
Yes, sir. No, for real.
All
Shout
right,
out
man.
Urban, man.
Yeah. We
Shout out
moving,
Urban.
we moving right along. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
we
a
moving right
holiday.
along.
We know you
It's a
guys are
holiday,
eating.
man. It's gonna
Y'all
be a
still
good
eating
show.
y'all daggone dessert and everything or whatever. Probably getting full. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna move right along, man. We're talking about our main topic now. We're talking about getting into the main topic. You know what I'm saying? Is it okay not to be? I mean, it is okay not to be okay.
It's okay, yeah. Not to be
Yes,
okay.
we're talking mental
like
health, man. Go ahead and open it up for us, fat boy.
Okay. Once again, y'all, welcome up to Fired Up Reasons on Fired Up. Today we discuss mental health in the Black community, why silence persists, and how to take steps towards healing. I think that today, the number one thing we want to address is just the common barriers to seeking help. Right. I think that I literally just talked about this with my therapist, and this the just that feeling towards therapy, right? So some common barriers to seeking is fear of being judged, right? There's a fear of being judged of how will people think of me if I express these certain emotions,
especially with our culture. You know
with our
what I mean?
culture, you know what I mean? And see, how about even cultural conditioning as fuel just led into what happens in the house that we stay in, right? What's our environment like? I think that our environment contributes a lot to how we think emotionally and how we process our emotions as well, and also our ability to seek or not, right? Help for our emotions or the things that we're going through. Financial limitations is always one, right? You don't have enough money. But however, if you have Medi-Cal, I've been on Medi-Cal, just did my I got a real job now, y'all. So I just did my medical. But but I had Medi-Cal for a while, and I literally still see my therapist off of my Medi-Cal. So I think that.
Hey, don't tell her that, though. Don't tell her that.
No. I'm just giving them game. I think that
I know. I'm just teasing.
It's very important that you seek resources, right, and find out other ways, because even though you don't think that you financially can afford it, there's other programs that can help you seek mental health assistance. The lack of representation, few Black therapists, right, or Black or brown therapists. I think speaking to someone that looks like you and kind of comes from where you come from is great. However, I want to encourage people, even if someone doesn't look like you, I want to encourage you to go in for the information. I want you to go in to understand, just to learn about therapy. Until you do find someone that does look like you, because that could be a great challenge, right? That could be a great barrier. I got lucky. I got blessed with a Black. I wanted a Black man. I got blessed with a Black woman, and it was the greatest thing that happened to me. So, like I said, be open, and just get in there.
Yeah.
And then finally, historical mistrust. People do not trust therapy. Right, they just don't trust therapy. They don't think it's work. They don't think it will work. They feel like laying on the couch with someone else or telling someone else about their feelings is not the way to go, or it's the wrong, or it's an unsafe place. Right. And I think that we got to think different towards that. I think that we got to find these places to open up and speak on our emotions. Just recently. And I'm gonna let you, and we're gonna go into the next segment of this. But just recently, man, a Cowboys player, man, just killed himself. He went on a high-speed chase from the police, and he evaded them. He made it home, and when they went to his house, they found him dead, man. It's like Nealon, last name Nealon or something like that. And
Uh-huh.
that just goes to attest to the mental health, right? And how serious it is to address these things, to
Mm-hmm.
break through
Mm-hmm.
those barriers, right? To go against the so-called stigmas of therapy, of therapy, because people are really hurt no matter how much money you have, y'all.
Right.
Right. I think that one thing I said yesterday when I was getting my medi pedi was that pressure on top of childhood trauma could
Mm-hmm.
crush anybody. Right? Nobody's exempt from that. And I want
Mm-hmm.
people to understand that. So I want you to work with your demons, all of us, right? Myself included, right?
Mm-hmm.
If
Mm-hmm.
you don't, as you grow, as you seek, as you search for success, as you go through challenges and adversity, you will, right? You will be triggered, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You will unintentionally unpack some trauma, right? Or push out some trauma. And if you don't have the emotional intelligence to work through that,
Right.
no money in the world, no car, no woman, no man, right,
Mm-hmm.
can fill that void, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's
Mm-hmm.
so important that we do that. So I'm gonna go
Oh
ahead and
yeah.
let you go. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah. All right, yeah, and some of the other things too is how cultural stigma impacts our mental health. You know, minimizing the pain. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like minimizing the pain, meaning like stop being stressed or
Mm-hmm.
dramatic
Which is
behind.
hard.
Yeah, not I mean, you can be stressed. Maybe you're going to be stressed probably starting off, whatever. But the dramatic part, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to, try to at least stop being dramatic, so you don't have to take it so in debt and serious. You know what I mean? Uh, Toxic resilience. Believe that the strength equals silence. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
in other words, just like I said, when you stop, not being dramatic, you know what I'm saying, and you go into silence, that's strength because you're actually, well, I don't know, Fat Boy, what do you think when it comes to the silence part? I mean, I think because one of the things that therapy wants you to do is to talk
Yeah,
or
so
get
then
it out and open up to.
that's what it's talking about, right? And I think that's a great one with the toxic
Yeah, yeah,
resilience
yeah. You know what I'm
is
saying?
that you have to be careful um of being silent because silence is acceptance, right?
Exactly.
You
Hmm.
have to be vocal about how you feel. However, you don't have to yell about all of your emotions. However, you should vocalize the things that you're feeling because if
Hmm.
you don't, it could then turn into uh resentment,
Right.
anger,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And those things could actually hurt somebody. And so
Hmm.
before you think that you're being resolved or you're being humble, right? Be
Hmm.
careful of that and believing that strength because like I say, silence is acceptance. And if you don't like the behavior or what you experience, speak against that, because if you don't speak against that, then you
Right.
accept it.
Right. Uh, the influence for cultural normal, you know what I'm saying, you guys, is also, plays a crucial role in how mental health is perceived and addressed. Different cultures have very uh, different beliefs about mental illness, which can affect whether individuals seek help and the type of support that they receive. For instance, if some cultures mental health issue may be viewed as a sign of weakness or moral failing, leading to stigma and discouragement individuals from being professional, from getting professional help. You know what I'm saying? So uh, that's the other thing, you know what I'm saying? Like you said earlier, Fat Boy, like having a therapist that's more cultural intact in touch of
Mm-hmm.
what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? You sometimes, yes, you have therapists that's learned professionally on how to try to handle things with your culture, but then you're gonna get more from the person that basically that's been where you are, that has the same color skin or whatever, to kind of can reach you a little bit better or differently or whatever that case may be. So you can do
Mm-hmm.
that as well. uh Treatment is also the approach to help seeking the behavior,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
stigma can be misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Surrounding mental health is often rooted in cultural beliefs. In many societies, discussing mental health can be a taboo, leading to reluctance in seeking help. You know what I mean? So understand that, guys, when it comes to your culture and, and what we're saying as far as our culture of getting help or whatever, as far as mental health, my daughter, she goes to a, and I know it's a lady, but I don't know if she's black or white. I need to ask her that. I ain't never asked her that. She have been getting the help that she needed, whatever, but that's a good thing for me to look into too. Like, what kind of help that you're getting, what I'm saying? Cause white, problems ain't the same as black problems. Black problems ain't the same as, Latino problems. You know what I'm saying? They kind of have some similarities to the same or whatever, because it's negative, of course. But as far as trying to talk to someone and to get them to understand and be able to relate to you or whatever, you kind of want somebody that understands your culture, for sure, for sure. So seeking therapy, you know what I'm saying? Huh?
I was gonna say after you finish that, let's get to these comments. We got some good comments.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Let me see what y'all talking about there. BP said, happy Thanksgiving. That's how I feel about therapy till I got involved with going. But it's the way we were taught. That's why we think that way. That.
Yeah, I agree.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's just we'll actually talk about that later on in a show too as well.
Yeah.
But
it is a
stigma.
Yeah. Because I knew nothing about therapy when it comes to mental health or whatever up until I've gotten grown. You know what I'm saying? These are a lot of things that you learn now. And there's no excuse of learning and finding help and stuff like that when you got the right in the palm of your hands. You know what I'm saying? You got the internet, you got all that stuff right in the palm of your computers and all that. Even you got friends that go to therapy now or whatever, and sometimes people look at people who go to therapy like, oh man, no. Man, if it betters your life, man, go for it. If it betters your health being, go for it. You know what I mean? Let's see. Oh, spiritual guilt, seeking therapy, and a lack of faith. You know what I'm saying? It can also be a thing that you should not, you should be aware of. You know what I'm saying? So spiritual, guilt, you know what I'm saying, and the lack of faith, equal to the lack of faith or whatever is what you don't want to fall into. You know what I'm saying? You definitely want to keep your faith, you know what I'm saying? Keep whatever that you believe in or whatever to make yourself stronger, not to bring yourself down. Go ahead, Fat Boy.
Yeah, absolutely. And then also not just in your faith in a higher power, but faith in yourself, right?
Exactly.
To be able to tackle things like depression, things like childhood trauma, right? I think it's very important.
And speaking of just like we talked about,
be faithful during that.
Just like we just talked about Shador, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. This guy, his faith and his spirit or whatever, he's not going to lose that because all the negativity that these people are trying to bring to him. And you know what I'm saying, he's staying strong or whatever. He's keeping his faith and his strong, you know what I'm saying, his strength, and not letting that, you know what I'm saying, letting him take from that. You know what I mean? So that's a pure example. That's a pure example. If you guys are into football, you know what I'm talking about when it comes to Shador Sanders, which is Deion Sanders' son. All right. Oh, go ahead, Fat Boy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
No, that's all right. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. It just segues us into our next segment. In a sense of I have some strategies for y'all for strategies for coping with stress and trauma. This is really good. Micro breaths, right? Taking short breaths, right, for 2 to 5 minutes, right? Really just processing. I swear to y'all, every time I don't breathe before I respond when I'm emotionally triggered, I mess up.
So you said when you don't take that breath and just
when I don't take those micro breaths for that 2 to 5 minutes, when I don't process what I'm feeling, like say I come in out of traffic, right? And Sky is here, right? And she has homework and she tripping. If I don't take that 2 to 5 minutes to process the day, take deep breaths, bruh, I'm gonna be yelling at Sky.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah,
It's
in
just
real
it just
time, in real
in real
time,
time.
it catches
You
you
know what I'm
like that.
saying?
Yes.
It catches you like that because you got all these other things going on top of being triggered in real time, right? And one thing my therapist when we were talking about is your younger self shows up. Like the child you know, like the 7-year-old, the 8-year-old you shows up a lot when they are triggered, especially emotionally. Grounding techniques, right? Once again, breathing, right? Deep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. It just in the breathing of 5, 4, 3. Hold 5, release for 4, come back, hold for 3, release for 2, hold for 1, right? Journaling also is very important. I'm getting into this this year for sure, right? Writing down your emotions, right? Writing down the things that you feel, writing down the things that bother you, the things that you're proud of, right? Somebody cut you off in traffic and you didn't like it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And it brought up all of these emotions. Write it down, right? Because the more you're able to write it down, there's information in how you feel. I think this is important. Movement, right? Walking home, workouts, stretching, running, playing sports, basketball, boxing, right? Getting some movement going, getting that frustration out of you. Having the ability to be active, right? And to get some of that tension off of you. And as we know, working out or exercise, it not only helps with your heart and your health wise, right, physically, but it helps mentally, right? It helps release certain dopamines. It helps take away certain toxins out of your body. So it's very important to do so. And then finally, something that I think I lean on the most is me and John, right? Community support, right? Friendships. Friends, mentorships, and support circles. So me and Lil John is like our own personal support circle.
Right.
I can call him and say exactly what I'm feeling, what I want to say, right? I don't have to put no filter on it. I think we all need to establish those, right? People that are not judging you, people who know you enough not to speak when you don't want them to input, right? People who also going to hold you accountable, but people who are going to give you a space to fall lightly when you've done something wrong. I think building mentorships, right? Finding people that you can kind of ideal yourself as, right? And so I remember going through it, and we talked about this all the time. I remember going through my breakup and realizing like, oh, I need to learn how to be more of a man, right? I start people watching, like I start studying men. It's crazy. Pause. But no, for real, right? I started studying what they were ordering, what they were wearing, how their pants look, right? What successful men look like, what broke men look like, right? I paid more attention, and I think mentorship is a great tool for
Absolutely. Yeah.
getting through stress and trauma, right? Because it allows you to kind of see who you want to be. Right.
Exactly.
And I think that's important because when you're coming from a place of trauma or you're coming from a place uh lack of resources, you don't even know how to be confident in yourself, right? You don't even know what steps to take to have confidence, right? And I think having a mentorship, friends, or support group that'll assist you in excelling in
Yeah.
that area. Yep.
I like to add on to that too, man. Some of the things that you guys can do to help, you know what I'm saying, focus mentally is say for instance candles, you know what I'm saying, uh which basically, you know, will calm you down, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes you're at home chilling by yourself or whatever, you know, kind of get yourself, you know, in a mindset of relaxation, like practicing meditation and stuff like that or whatever, to, you know, get you relaxed and stuff like that, you know, and that helps as well. Also, another thing would be, you know, unplug when you need to, you know what I'm saying. You know, when it comes to, you know, social media, your phones, you know what I'm saying, even being on you know, watching TV and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes you then, you know, just take time for yourself, you know what I'm saying, to just reflect on what you need for yourself and stuff like that. And then of course, like you said, Fat Boy, having a support, system or group or whatever, someone you can talk to, your friends. Now, not your friends that's going to talk all this negative stuff or whatever, and and just say you right because they want you to feel good.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They just, oh yeah, you're right, you're right, you're right. No, 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 no. Somebody that's going to be real upfront and honest with you. What's up, Tori? We appreciate you tapping in.
Yeah.
She said talking through things sometimes is a relief. Sometimes you do need someone to validate your feelings because people will try to make you feel invalid. Exactly.
Yes.
So you gotta know who to talk to. You know what I'm saying? You know your friends.
Yes.
You know your
Yes.
family. You know the ones that's going to be very supportive of you, and you know the ones that's going to be on some negative stuff, whatever. I recommend that you go to the ones that are very supportive. Period.
Tori, I got something for you. I just learned this week. Support groups, right? I'm not contradicting the importance of support groups, right? But I also want us all to be aware of the addiction to validation. I think that Tori is great in the sense where you find a person who does validate, but we also want to get comfortable with being uncomfortable as well.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And we don't always want someone to validate how we feel.
Exactly.
Not saying that's what you're saying, Tori, but
Yeah.
I think that you made a great point, and I wanted to touch on that validation at times could be tricky, right? Because validation and feeling invalid means that you're more dependent on others' people's thought or perception of you than your own, right? And I think that you're absolutely right. We do want to feel validated. However, we also have to realize that our validation is within. And I deal with it all. This is speaking, I just talked about this, right? I have an issue with validation and feeling invalid, right? And so what I'm learning is that because I seek that validation, that means that I don't have that validation within myself, because that's where pure confidence comes from, right? This is why people go buy all these houses, buy all these cars, because they're seeking validation from others, right? But if you have validation from within yourself, everything you add is an asset, right? Because you don't need any of the any extras, right? You know who you are and you can validate yourself. However, right, it is important, Tori, right?
That and there's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with finding
someone that validates you, right? Because we need that as people. However, I want us to be careful, because everyone is not going to validate us.
Yeah.
Right.
But there's nothing wrong.
And that's why it's good to have a support system.
Annoyed chicken. Who's annoyed? What's that say? Annoyed chicken. What's up? Appreciate you tapping in. You said that's real shit. Yeah. Appreciate you. Dang, I lost my thought though. I was going to say something else, but you was going. I forgot.
No, because I know I think that I think validation is a thing, right? I think we all do that. We struggle with validation, and I want all of us to understand that our validation is within ourselves. However, I do understand the thing that pulls you towards it, right? That everybody wants to be, because we didn't have it as a youth. Like if your parents didn't validate you growing up, you seek for it as you get older. But be careful, right? Be mindful too, right? Yeah. Be mindful of the validation you seek and who you seek it from. So make sure it is from a real, authentic support group, and don't just seek validation.
Let me tell y'all some, like, there's people in your family, there are friends that you see and that you know that helps other people in your family or your other friends. Those are the people that you basically want to go, to or towards when it comes to, you're trying to, be validated for anything, or, what I'm saying, or if you just want a real opinion, and then you kind of go off of it as to, making your choice. But sometimes, if you know uncle, mom, or best friends or whatever that are toxic, that are instigators, you know what I mean? These are people that you don't want to try to go to.
Stay far away from. Matter of fact, you led me right into my little thing, because look, it says this, and look on my notes. I swear to you. It says reducing the emotional load, right? Saying no, setting boundaries, and limiting triggers. Just literally exactly everything you said, Fuel.
Yeah.
Right? It is, bro. I struggle with saying no, bro.
Really?
I struggle with telling people no.
Damn.
Like I'm always spreading thin, which creates triggers. Which
triggers for you or triggers for them?
For me. For me. Because instead of setting a standard or setting a boundary by saying no, I let things go, right? Which limits
you know what?
my ability to limit triggers.
With you knowing that about yourself.
Triggers.
Yeah, but with you knowing that about yourself, you know, and what we've been talking about today, what are you doing to eliminate that?
Learning how to say no, but that's the
that's
hardest thing to do in the world.
When you saying learning how, like, what are you doing? Are you actually saying no at times and then not let it trigger you and not let it bother you? Let it get to your, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, I am.
Yeah,
I'm doing it better, but it's hard.
Yeah,
because I am a people pleaser, bro. Right? That's also something when it's self-reflection. Like I'm a people pleaser. Like I want everybody to have a great experience when dealing with me, right? However, what I'm learning is everybody is not going to have a great experience when dealing with me, right? And to protect my own sanity, set the boundary. Setting a boundary don't mean that it's going to be a bad experience for a person,
right?
When dealing with you, right?
No, setting boundaries is more comfort for yourself. Setting boundaries is more, you know what I'm saying, realizing, you know, where people can try to go overboard with you and you don't want to want that, you know what I'm saying? You don't want that in your life. You don't want that or whatever. So you have to set boundaries in order to accomplish that. You know what I'm saying? To continue to build from that or whatever, because people can, you know, overstep. You know what I'm saying? And when they overstep whatever, then that may trigger you to get into a mindset or a negative, you know, situation that you didn't want to be in. You know what I mean? So you set those boundaries for yourself because you know yourself and you know that that's not where I'm gonna want to go with somebody. So for you, you know, you here, you stay there. That's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Don't come here. You know what I mean? That type of thing. So that makes sense. Maisha said, yeah, that's my problem saying no as well.
Yeah.
You know,
I honestly think that's, well, some people don't have an issue with it, but
I don't have no issue saying no.
I think that's a huge people.
I don't have no issue.
Problem.
I don't have no issue saying no because, like I said, I have boundaries. I have things that I will do and will go, you know, about someone as opposed to, you know, being able to say no. I can say no if it's not right, it don't feel right. Nah. You know, if it's something that's I know it's gonna catch up with me later, or something that's gonna trigger me later, or anything like that, or whatever, because it's giving me that negative vibe, I'm gonna say no. You know what I mean? So I get it. I understand that part, man. Oh yeah. We already talked about too. You said combining faith with therapy, right?
We did that. You started to kind of talk about that, but we can go to the next. We can talk about that. I've been using this combining faith with therapy. And this is a sense of what Fuel was talking about before I talked about faith in yourself, right? He was talking about more faith in a higher power. This is kind of something Fuel already kind of addressed. But I think faith plus therapy, whatever you believe in. Atheism, I'm not too sure of that, but I'm Buddhist, Islam, Judaism, right? Just a higher power, right?
Right.
Believing that there's something greater than yourself is also a great thing because it teaches you humility and things like that. But also therapy, the combination of faith and therapy, I think when they interlock with each other, because faith builds confidence within self, because you have to have faith to move forward or to go towards a thing, and then therapy allows you to process the emotions that you go through when you're being faithful. Right. So as I'm being faithful to a thing, whether a goal, rather a woman, rather an idea, right? It's going to be challenges. Therapy,
of course,
with that allows me to work through the emotions that
those
arise
challenges that come
when
arise. Yes.
when I'm challenged through being
Right.
faithful to whatever process that may be.
Right. Mm-hmm. Annoyed Chicken said, "It's real. Depression is real. It's real.
Yes,
Depression is
it's
real.
real. Depression is real.
Yes, it is. It
For
is real.
facts.
You
That's
know.
a
Oh yeah.
fact.
Oh yeah. And sometimes, you know, you can. If you guys don't, you can sometimes be depressed and not realize that you're depressed. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not talking to someone, because you're not, you know what I'm saying, you know, and you're just taking it in. And because you got through that day, you feel like, oh, I wasn't depressed. You know what I mean? And sometimes you have to realize, you know what I'm saying, when something has you down, something has you dragging, when you basically, you know, there's certain signs to know that you're depressed. You know what I mean? When you don't want to get up in the morning, when you don't want to exercise like you normally do, when you don't want to eat, you know what I'm saying? Your eating pattern is way off. You know what I'm saying? You know, instead of you eating healthier during the day, you eating sugars and stuff like that at night that's going to cause you to mess with your health. You know what I mean? So those are some of the triggers that you can kind of recognize or whatever to understand that you're in depression. You know, me myself, I've experienced it myself and I had to pull myself out of it. You know what I mean? Some of the things that help me is therapy for me is this show. You know what I mean? So, you know, there's been days or whatever to the point where I didn't want to get up. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm going through a thing with my job or whatever, where I'm kind of like, man, they, you know, just dealing with them and talking to them, or, you know, it can be depressing.
It's emotionally triggering.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So these are the things, man, you know, that you have to understand. But the good thing is, and the reason that we have these shows and whatever is because I recognize that, and coming on here, you know what I'm saying, and sharing with you guys or whatever is therapy for me. You know what I mean? And so that takes me up out of this depression or whatever, because everything we talk about that may trigger and stuff like that, I learn how to deal with it. I know how to move forward and accomplish, you know, something more than what I was going through. You know, that type of thing. So so recognize that, you guys, you know, when it comes to depression, especially Annoyed Chicken. Where'd you get that name from? Annoyed Chicken.
I like it.
I know, right? Annoyed Chicken. But yeah, so it is a real thing. It is a real thing. And sometimes you guys, you know, just like I said, you don't realize what it is, or realize that you're in that mode or whatever until either it's too late, you know, and until something drastic happened, or till you hit rock bottom, you know, when you could have ignored it, or when you could have not ignored it, but you could have, you know, done something about it.
You know could have definitely could have prevented it.
Prevented. That's the word I'm looking for. You could have prevented it by, you know, going through therapy. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And then, like you said, you know, you have people that goes depressed and whatever, and they're faithful. You know what I'm saying? You know, well, they combine that therapy, and that makes you stronger. You know what I'm saying? That makes you, you know, phenomenal or whatever. You know what I mean? Because now you recognize what you're going through, and you got faith and someone, therapy or whatever, to talk to about it, and you're good. You're good. You're going to be good. All right. So understand that, recognize that, man. We got some resources for support for these things, you guys. If you guys want to jot it down or play this recording back, of course, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna jot a few down to you. So you have therapy apps called BetterHelp. One called BetterHelp. I think I've used that before, BetterHelp. And there's one called Talkspace. I haven't used that one, but I want to check that one out. But it's an app. It's an app for your phone. You can actually go in there, get information from that. There's also a Black Therapist directory that you can actually go to on Google it on YouTube. I mean, not on YouTube. On your
Google it on YouTube.
You Google it on YouTube. I know,
right? They don't about to say we got what you said though.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all know what I'm saying. You can Google it. Google it on YouTube. You can Google it. Well, you probably could still look it up on YouTube, and you might get some videos now.
I know what you're saying. You can search it.
Right.
Google just became the.
One is called Therapy for Black Men, and then the other one, Therapy for Black Girls. You know,
I like that.
You know, so check that out, especially for, you know, our culture. You know what I'm saying? You want to look into that. There's also a crisis support group. It's 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. It's 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. There's also a therapy that you can afford. There's college counseling, slide scale practices. What else as far as what you can afford? You know what I'm saying when it comes to therapy. Actually, and with your health insurance, because now they have they have it affordable with your health insurance now.
HMO,
exactly.
Blue Shield, Blue Cross, Anthem. Ask your doctor.
And most churches that I know of, you know, all of them do also have a mental health ministry as well. You know what I'm saying, that you can actually go to trauma, grief, support groups, all that type of things or whatever, you know, that you can get that from your church. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that you don't have to go outside of, you know what I'm saying, being like when we talked about faith and, you know, and therapy or whatever, you got it right there in your church home, you know what I mean, that you can use and stuff like that or whatever. So don't you have a because you're in the ministry now, right? You're going for a deacon. Don't you guys have that at your church?
We do mentorship. My pastor definitely a mentor.
Yeah.
And he'll talk about it. We don't have counseling yet, but I'm pretty sure as we grow, we will have it. But yeah,
okay.
But I can definitely link you with some stuff.
Yeah, but even mentorship.
So
I mean,
reach
that's
out.
That's
man,
helpful,
my mentors have changed my life, man.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it helps you. It helps you stay straight and narrow on the right track or wherever you're trying to accomplish enough, you know, because sometimes we can get discouraged or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Sure. When we try to do things ourselves, we'll kind of go off of, you know, off the rail, like, you know, oh, well, I got until this time, that time, whatever. But if you constantly, you know, let's say getting that mentor or whatever that kind of keeps you pushing, keeps you going or whatever, you'll see the rewards afterwards. You know what I mean? So as you grow,
one of my OGs, one of my mentors, man. Ask Phil how I used to be.
Oh, well, yeah.
Phil, the reason. Listen, all the jokes aside, Phil is the reason why I don't smoke on my Instagram.
That is true, right?
I smoke, bro.
That is true.
Phil will tell you. I
used to get on you
every day on my Instagram. Phil
know,
is the
right?
reason why. So just having somebody like that, right, holding you accountable. If you want to be like this, I don't think you want to do this, bro. Right? And at first I was like, nigga, shut up. But then I stopped. No, for real. Like I stopped. True. And so you one of my OGs as well, too, bro. So I always throw that out there. Like I met Phil. I didn't see men on that side. Phil was already active. When he's driving a Range, he's driving a Lexus now. Don't let Phil fool y'all. You know what I'm saying? Fool y'all. But no, he was always on his game. You know what I'm saying? And you need that at least, as a young man. You doing though, as a young man, when you trying to figure things out or trying to see kind of what you want to model yourself after. It was so Fuel was one of my mentors as well, bro. He'll tell you I went on a run in college.
Well,
for real. Like literally, I went.
I tell people, Fat Boy was a wild boy. Y'all just don't know.
They don't know. They don't know.
Where Fat Boy from? That nigga from Watts. Y'all know. Y'all know.
Well, I'll tell you where I used to live. When I used to talk to Fuel, I was living in Watts. I was all over, man. Hey, thank you. You know, that's my story.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Amazing show. Love that chocolate honey. Thank you. I appreciate it, Miss Tori. Appreciate it. All right,
see what you be doing.
I know. You about to start something. That's what's up, man. Hey, we appreciate you guys tapping in. Next week we'll have a dear brothers and sisters, you know. But I'll let Fat Boy tell y'all how to go about putting y'all dear brothers and sisters in. Go ahead, Fat Boy.
Okay, I like the layup. Right. Make sure y'all send a 30-minute audio clip or video, no longer than a minute, to firedupbroadcasting@gmail.com. Firedupbroadcasting@gmail.com. Make sure you title it "Dear Brother" or "Dear Sister." We didn't get one from y'all this weekend. I'm a little mad because we've been doing good. We done went about 2-3 months and make sure we get it. So you make sure y'all do it. But then also email, right? Email, just write it out, a regular question. But I really want, especially 2026, and I'm gonna get out of here. I want a video. I want some videos so we can get y'all on the show. right?
Yeah.
And so y'all can talk about
we're gonna start some kind of campaign so we can get people to start putting in their videos, man.
Yeah.
It'll be good to see them and bring them
It's
up
good
on
to
there
see you.
asking their questions.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I want to
That's
see
gonna be
y'all on the
dope.
show.
And I don't think we have too many people doing that, so we got to make that happen. We got to have.
Yeah.
What's up, cuz?
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving to you too. We appreciate it. We appreciate
Yes.
it.
Yes. Hey, Michelle.
Once again, you guys, if you been watching,
y'all know that's my crush.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Once again, anyway, I'm not gonna mess with that. Once again, you guys, we appreciate you joining us. If you like, please, no, not if you like, you better do it. Share this and join and also, you know what I'm saying, subscribe to YouTube or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Every Thursday, we here every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yes, 6 p.m.
Yes.
And we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and sometimes on IG. Now IG is not 100 yet, but we do, and do IG as well sometimes. So just keep a lookout for it or whatever. And I mean, you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. Shouts out to Lyft. Have a safe trip back to Dallas, man. I know you're leaving tomorrow, man. Back home,
yes,
to Texas, man. So have a safe trip, man. And hopefully you'll be able to join us. Probably after when Fat Boy come back, y'all. There's a lot going on this next couple of weeks. Whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when I come back, Black Lyft should be back, and we gonna love.
See what you done started. Look what you done started. See,
yeah,
that's about hey boo. Oh my God,
that's
don't get me started, man. All right, man. See, all right, quit playing, cuz you messing around.
Hey, no, tell her she gonna do it.
I know, right? That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, man. We appreciate y'all.
I love y'all, man. Don't be real.
That's what's up. All right, man.
And remember, if they talk about you
behind your back,
they behind
you for a reason. Peace.
Love
y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. Peace. Let's give it to him. Let's do it.